Yesterday marked a tragic anniversary in the history of our nation. 157 years ago, along Sand Creek in southeastern Colorado, between 200 and 300, indigenous Southern Cheyenne people, mostly women and children, were massacred by Colorado volunteers. The Cheyenne, led by Black Kettle, were living peacefully, having signed a treaty recently with the United States. And in fact, they were flying the American flag over their village because they were told that would protect them. It didn't. Of what relevance is that to today's gathering? Well, it's because students in SUNY are given the opportunity to learn everything they want to learn about their chosen fields, including episodes in U.S. history that provide the reality of our nation's expansion. Such a varied, complex education gives our students the tools they need to question, to seek, to study, to learn, and to grow wise through all their adult years. But to have the opportunity to experience such an education and thus to become the kind of citizens who will stand up against injustices like Sand Creek or like Tulsa in 1921, or perhaps even in Washington, D.C. on January 6th of 2021. Students, in order to stand up to such injustices, must have a financial commitment on the part of Governor Hochul, the state legislature, SUNY, and indeed all of us here today. To be the agents of change, the fighters for justice that the young adults in SUNY can be, New York must provide them with the resources they need. The tuition assistance program is unique in its design, in the amount of funding it provides to students, and in the opportunities it creates for our society's future. But the program is incomplete. UUP demands today, here and now, that New York commits to making this historic program what it was intended to be, the pathway to academic success for students who come from the poorest families in New York. Now is the time for Governor Hochul and the New York State Legislature to close the gap, to not wait for 3 years, but for it to be done now. This step would be an investment in the future of New York, not just in its economic future, but in its social and political future. It would bring into SUNY countless students who cannot attend the campus of their choice right now because of the lack of resources at so many of our campuses to support their drive for success. We've all heard about the falling enrollment at SUNY campuses. Some say it's demographics. Some say it's failing campus leadership. Some even say it's higher education not keeping up with what students want today. Well, perhaps there is some truth to some of these explanations, but what cannot be argued is that no institution of any kind which serves the public will attract participants if there is continuous disinvestment in it. SUNY cannot succeed without the leaders of New York standing for the students we in UUP serve. The time for austerity budgets, the hammer with which Andrew Cuomo pounded away at SUNY for 11 years, is over. It left town disgraced with him. The time for procrastination and half measures is over as well, if we collectively care about the future of our state and nation. We need enlightened citizens who seek the truth and embrace it when it is found. We need citizens who accept facts as the guides to making informed decisions. And in an era when democracy is under direct assault and pandemics threaten the future of all of us, we need citizens who will boldly defend democracy while embracing all the cures to social ills that we can discover together. Sand Creek, Tulsa, January 6th. All these events were fueled by racism, hatred, and ignorance. The only way to avoid future events of this kind is to raise up generation after generation of wise and compassionate citizens. The best way to achieve this is with a tuition assistance program that is fully grounded in the principles of social and economic justice, designed to meet the needs of all our students in their quest for a better future for themselves. The time is now to make TAP whole. Neither justice nor our future can wait one day more.
We need to close the TAP gap today. And the reason is this. Think about it, 3 more years. TAP has always been that funding that has really made that possibility happen for an individual to attend a SUNY school. Waiting 3 more years is an injustice to those individuals who are not able to access the system, plain and simple. The good news is we have a new governor. The better news is the state is in a much better financial situation. It's an opportunity to correct the ills of the past, and this will remain a #1 priority of mine in the upcoming budget cycle.
There are many, many strange things in the New York State budget, many things that make no sense, and the TAP gap is certainly one of them. How you cannot fully fund the attendance of students at institutions, I don't know where you expect the universities to get the money, from what other source. So we need to be on a constant campaign to put an end to this TAP gap. It makes no logical sense to anyone.
We are all committed to providing high-quality education and opportunity to our students and serving the community. That's the promise of public education. But that promise is becoming increasingly difficult to deliver. And that's not just because of the impact of the pandemic, which was substantial, but really it's because of the impact of what has been now well over 10 years of just persistent underfunding and disinvestment from our colleges and universities and other public institutions in the state. Now that's unfortunate, but we also know that that's a choice. And I'm glad to see so many people here today that want to make a different choice. A choice that puts our colleges and universities, like our campus, on a path not just to sustainability, but to health, robust growth, and really providing the promise to the students that we serve and to be here to meet whatever challenge is going to come down the road.
Good morning. As mentioned, my name is Owusu Anane. I'm a council member in the city of Albany, a graduate at the University of Albany, a proud recipient of EOP and TAP assistance program. Thank you. Thank you. I know I wouldn't be here without EOP. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for tuition assistance. And as a kid that grew up in Brooklyn, I think about many of the kids that I graduated with out of high school, that they weren't able to have these opportunities because of the barriers of the cost of college. We can't let cost to barrier to education in New York. We need to expand and increase the amount of aid for tuition assistant programs. We want our kids to be successful. We need to give them, to make the investment that they need to succeed.
Today, we are here to restore opportunity. We are here to restore SUNY. We must commit to fully closing the TAP Canyon to ensure access to public higher education for all. The tuition assistance program allows eligible students to attend SUNY schools with aid. However, our campuses have been penalized by a shortfall in support. We must guarantee that funding is made available for this program and for others. And we have to start to reverse this trend of constantly relying on tuition, which is a user tax, and stop balancing the budgets on the backs of our students. We must invest in public higher education, and the least we can do is close the TAP Canyon.
Closing the TAP gap is an investment in SUNY, and it means making higher education more accessible to all. It means making higher education a priority. It means making sure this university and every university in the SUNY and CUNY system, their students, staff, and faculty are a priority and have the right to not worry about obtaining their own means and not on financially recovering as a result of pursuing their education.
It's critically important to close the TAP gap because it not only helps college students, but it helps the state university system to maintain its finances and to continue the great work that it's been doing over the past half century. So it's really important to all of us that the TAP gap be eliminated. It's really important to the college students who need the financial support. It's critically important to the SUNY system itself because it helps their finances and it helps New York State. The SUNY system is probably the best economic engine and economic development strategy New York State has ever come up with.
We need to see an executive budget proposed this year that will show a significant shift towards state funding in ways like filling the tap canyon, ending this issue, providing operating aid, and then supporting our SUNY public hospitals. There's a lot of work that has to be done. And so our expectations are high that the governor will come through. But we will be heard both before the executive budget is produced and after.